Hi guys, in today's garden episode we are going to grow tulips and ranunculus. We're also going to talk about the Melbourne International Garden and Flower Show. I'll give you a little garden tour and show you exactly what I'm growing in containers here in Melbourne in June, along with how I've managed to deal with a couple of naughty pests. But at the very end we'll dive into an update of how the blooms are growing a few weeks later, so let's jump in. Back in March I was kindly invited to attend the Melbourne International Flower and Garden Show from a brand partnership with Natio. Thanks Natio. It was honestly so incredible attending the event, and I was really shocked at how big and how much there was to explore. If you guys have been to the event, just tell me in the comments below, what did you think about it? Because I honestly thought it was incredible. We went on I think it was the evening twilight night, and it was honestly amazing. But what it did was really inspire me to grow more flowers in the garden. I've always grown vegetables and I love growing my own food, but it really made me want to start growing beautiful fresh cut flowers that I can then put into vases and gift to friends, and I'm just really excited. So one of the stalls there had a whole range of different tulips, so I bought some and I'm so excited to plant them today with you guys. So today we're going to grow the Queensland tulip and the timeless tulip from a garden brand called Garden Express. We're also going to grow ranunculus. Now I will say that these ranunculus are a year old, so the corms may or may not work. I am still hoping out that they work well. This is the color rose pink, and then I also got a mixed color variety. I think the Queensland tulip is probably my favorite just because it looks so unique and so different. The first thing I need to do is start removing some of this old basil. I had a really good basil season. I don't know if you guys did too, but the basil that I grew was amazing. We made so many different pestos, so it was time to remove these, and I'm going to use these pots to grow the tulips. I think these pots are a perfect position when it comes to getting the sunlight, especially in the middle of the day. As always, you guys know that my trusty combination is both manure, quality potting mix, and blood and bone. After researching it, it actually looks like tulips love this combination as well, although not all plants like this combination, and I did learn this the hard way in today's episode. Bulbs are just the funniest looking thing, by the way. I had never really planted with bulbs before, and I was so surprised that you get so little in a pack. I can see why a lot of people actually avoid buying bulbs because they are a little bit more expensive than seeds, but I am thinking about this as a long-term investment, and you can dig them up after the end of each season and replant them again. Now when planting the bulbs, it's really important to point the pointy bit upwards when you are planting them, and plant them a little bit deeper. I planted them quite shallow. I wish that I had gone a little bit deeper, and I'll show you why at the end, but this is still a really good way of doing it. Now the reason why you point the pointy bit upwards is that's where the stem comes from, and if you place it down, the stem has to do a somersault to back up through the soil towards the sun. And now time to give them a good water. When you're planting ranunculus, it's good to have them in water for a few hours beforehand. It hydrates the corms and they plump up, so it should help with germination, and it's also good to plant them with the corms tentacles facing down. It's good to water well after planting and then soak weekly until the shoots appear. I really wanted to add more foliage and height to the garden, so I decided to buy this beautiful camellia plant and plant it out into a bigger pot. Make sure if you plant camellias that you use acidic soil, so soil that's similar to roses or azaleas. I did not do this. Hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. Now it's time to tidy up before we do a little garden tour. I filmed this at the very end of August, and look at how beautiful my marigolds are growing. They are so happy, and the garden is going really well as well, although I did find some naughty little aphids. I don't know when I will be free of aphids in the garden, honestly, but I will get onto this with some pyrethrum spray or some soapy water with dishwashing liquid. Either way, I need to get on it ASAP so I don't have a situation where they take over the whole garden, which has happened to me before. If you've had trouble with aphids in the past, tell me what you did to get them under control. So I've got a whole bunch of things like beets, coriander, silver beet, leeks, snow peas, and carrots. Check out these poppies. They are growing so well. I cannot wait to get fresh cut flowers off these. Let's see how the tulips are doing 6 weeks later, and they have just started to sprout, although the ones that are undercover have not sprouted. So this just shows that they do like a lot of water. You can see that they're starting to get a little bit of moss from the rain. The ranunculus also haven't started to sprout, so I will show you guys an update in another month's time, but hopefully we start to see more growth soon. Tell me in the comments below what you're growing this season. I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.